Don't waste it. Don't waste that precious time of yours. We only live for whatever amount of time in this world, life, reality, whatever you want to call it, and you have to make the best of it because you don't know where your actions are going to take you after death. But you do know. So don't be naive, baby. You do know. Because the only person that knows what we really truly do, supposedly, if you believe in God, is God and you. Because only you know what you do. Only you know how you feel and everything. So don't sit here and fool yourself. Dude, I used to have this coworker. Let's call him Willy Wonka. And Willy Wonka would, I want to find peace of mind. Yo, sorry, but that's my favorite part. So why was I gonna start talking about Willy Wonka? We'll go back to the Willy Wonka story when it comes back to my brain. But in my second video, I was mentioning substances and how we use substances in negative and positive ways, and unconsciously and subconsciously and consciously. Did that make any sense? Because your consciousness thinks that you know where they at, and then your subconscious, whatever you think within, right, Jade? Yep. Jade is here. Jade is Cypher. If you go onto my Instagram on _ZZ art, you'll see that she has amazing work as well, and she's gonna start a YouTube channel, and I'll put the link to that there too. And so going back, and your unconsciousness is things that you do with that, like would be a impulsive decision, would be unconscious like action. When you do things when you're angry or when you're really, really drunk and don't remember, that is something called unconscious. And it's all right here, all within you. So when we are using substances according to the state of being that we are in, we're just enhancing it. For example, with psychedelics, if we're feeling a lot of shame, guilt, like regrets and stress and things like that, those substances will enhance everything that you're feeling, and you would not have a bad trip. You will have the trip that you deserve, because trips happen for a reason, and trips will help you get the enlightenment if you are willing to reach it. Because enlightenment is not that hard to reach. You just gotta find the reasons why you want to find your purpose and why are you here alive right now. Like, do you realize that you didn't have to like wake up today? Like, somebody chose you to wake up. Some people don't really wake up. But yeah, so I found out that with marijuana, it would technically create a void within you if you don't handle what's within you. I don't know if that makes any sense. I have a painting here, but I'm going to walk through. Whoops. I'm gonna walk this way so you guys don't see my mess of a room. Oops. Sorry. And here is the painting that Cypher created for me one time when she was like, you know, with Mary Jane, you're creating a void and you're numbing a lot of your feelings for whatever reason. And this is you at this point of time right now. And you need to better it, because you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting Mary Jane. And not like physically, maybe physically, but more of a spiritual thing. Because when we numb our feelings, we're creating voids and putting them away. And one day our bottles might pop in a very negative way, and it's not so fun, you know? Like, that's when we fall into deep depression and everything, and unfortunately have bad trips of life and lead ourselves to a different type of path where you could have been better because you were numbing yourself so much you became unconscious of what you were consciously doing before. So I'm not telling you like, oh no, stop doing drugs, don't do drugs. Listen, substances are here to better us. What you do with the substance is on you. I figured out that, let me fix this real quick. Most of the time where somebody dies because of a substance, it was not the substance but the circumstance. The circumstances that you put yourself in. So for example, if you're depressing, you're just ripping it with no purpose, just like numbing your day away, you're wasting time, and that's what we don't necessarily have promised, you know? Like, you don't know when your timeline would end, and you don't know why, when, how, or whatever, but you do know what you can do right now. And it's start taking actions for what we're going through. A lot of our suffering and things like that happen because we have numbed ourselves so much, and things are piling up inside of us that they become material. Now your life is piling up itself, and this is why we drain ourselves and even sometimes fail. And then when we fail, what we do, we finally sit here with the open third eye and clear mentality and say, dude, like, what were you thinking, you know? Like, what was really going on? And don't sit here and blame yourself. Don't hold yourself accountable. Just teach yourself how to let go of your own mistakes with love, and forgive yourself with love. Figure out how to love yourself again. Fall in love with yourself all over again, so you can come back up, just like how the sun, every time it comes down, it hits its lowest point and it comes back up because it's gonna hit its highest point once again. It's the cycle of life, and we as humans do that all the time. But if we're not noticing our highs and lows, and we're constantly failing, how would we notice when our sun is really up? How would we take advantage of that, you know? Because you're clouded. Your third eye is clouded. Your crown chakra it's all dim, because substances sometimes put a blind over us so we can feel better. It gives us the euphoria of being better by numbing your feelings, numbing your consciousness. And if you are in bad I wouldn't say bad mental states, I'll call it lower vibrational states,